So, over the past year, I've used up all of my savings, which was around $15,000 on designer items and just things that now looking back, I really didn't need any of, and I really do regret my purchases. So, I've decided to start this channel as a way of keeping myself accountable and more motivated to keep my finances and spending in track so that I can build long term wealth and keep myself accountable in practicing good financial habits. I'm aiming to keep building my investment portfolio so that I can be able to have a steady stream of dividend income, which I can use to reinvest as well as take off some stress on my financial load. With this journey, each week will basically start on Saturday and end on Friday, just so that it is easier for creating content and posting weekly. But with my cash flow, my paycheck comes in weekly on Monday, so I will put money in my investments on Monday. Friday is when I will review my finances. Sunday, I will post the week's review video, as well as putting the leftover money I have in my spendings account into my savings account. So I've started this Excel spreadsheet that documents my finances in both my spendings, savings, and investments to make my finances more organized and so that I can have a clear view of my finances. So here I have a spendings tracker, a page for my finance portfolio that just tracks how my investment portfolio and savings are going. And I just have a monthly dividend calendar, which I just started. So currently in my savings account, I don't have any money saved up in there. I'm aiming to rebuild up my savings account going into the future. My savings account will be acting as an emergency fund, which I'm aiming to get back up to around $10,000 to $15,000. With my spendings account, I have around $113 as of right now, but the plan is with the amount of money left at the end of the week, I will put into my savings account. I know this is not the recommended advice on saving money, with the general advice being save first, then spend. But considering I am putting my money into investments first and that I'm still really young right now, I think that the way I'm doing it will work. But if I do find that it's not working as well anymore, I will change how I save my money. So here with my money saved column in the spendings tracker, it basically gives me an idea on the money saved during the week, such as from choosing to walk instead of taking an Uber or not spending money on buying bubble tea and stuff like that. With the money saved, I plan on putting them into my investment account, probably on Sunday just before my paycheck comes in on Monday, similar to moving it into the savings account with what I have left. Now, onto my investment portfolio. I use eToro as my trading platform because there's no commission costs when purchasing shares or selling them. And I can also purchase fractional shares, which just makes the habit of regularly investing so much easier and more motivating. My goal with my investment account is that I can regularly invest around $80 to $100 every week. And any dividends that are paid out right now, I'm just going to reinvest them back into the stock that the dividend is paid from. And you'll notice that I have small amounts of money invested in multiple stocks, such as down here, like in American Express. You can see that there is around $30 invested, as well as other stock. Right now it's just APLD, and such like that. So the idea with these small amounts of money invested is just to keep my investments more organized. So here on the watch list, you can see that I have other stocks that I want to invest in, which have been put on the watch list. And as I put more money into my portfolio, I'll be doing the same thing and purchasing just like around $30 of each of these shares, to put into my portfolio, just so I can see all of the stocks that I've invested in and will invest in in my overall portfolio, just so things are a lot easier and organized. But with these small investment amounts, I'm aiming to smooth all of them out eventually, slowly building them up and get around 10 shares in each of the companies and ETFs, then focus on buying specific shares of companies that I think will grow a lot in the future. And considering that I'm still very young, I am investing in both very stable and safe options, such as ETFs that track the S&P 500, as well as investing in markets and stocks that I think will grow in the future, such as India, which I do believe will become an emerging market, as well as being more open to making more riskier investments, such as I do have right now with APLD. As you can see right now, it's not trading very well. But other with that, I also am investing in like some of the companies that are really booming and I can see that everyone is really putting their money into, such as Nvidia, which has just been really booming, and I really do think it's one of the companies that will also just keep growing. And so I'll be also hopping on to some of the financial trains that everyone has been hopping on to, such as with Nvidia. But at the same time, I will be also making a very calculated decision with regards to which stocks I choose to put my money in. But with my stocks right now, as you can see in my investment portfolio, 75% of it is in ETFs and 25% of it are in just normal company stocks. I'm hoping this will change eventually once I have smoothed out everything as I plan, and once I feel more confident and secure in my investments, and I'm happier to take a bigger risk. I think this will change. But that's all for now. And with this journey, I will be uploading daily money reviews, reviewing my investment portfolio and spending and savings account. I will also be uploading weekly reviews on my finances, which will be more in depth and will encompass all of my income and expenses. Basically, just reviewing my cash flow and seeing how everything has changed, hopefully in a positive upwards trend every week. Thank you, and I will see you guys next week.